Hello.
Hello.
In this video we're going to talk to you about smart camper vans. So at home you might have a smart home, a smart meter, smart light bulb.
Smart wife.
No, not a smart wife. A smart car. You know, not a little tiny one, but actually a smart car. So in this video we're going to talk to you all about smart camper vans, how they work.
And more importantly, whether you actually need them.
So, before we get started, first of all, we're just going to say a massive thank you. We've picked up a load of new subscribers over the last 2 weeks, partly from our video on the Auto Trail Expedition 68, and also thanks to the Doolittle Campers who gave us a shout out on their channel. They've got a cool channel and did a Vloggerbox. Yeah, and they feature us on their channel, so massive thank you to Doolittle Campers. If you haven't seen their channel, go and check them out. They're really funny guys. So yeah, massive thank you to our new subscribers. We've got loads of new subscribers, so really appreciate it. And thanks obviously to our existing subscribers who've been with us since day one. It really helps the channel. It helps us get more things to review. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, click like and leave us a comment. It really helps us understand what else to add onto our channel.
And it makes us go places and do things.
It does. So we're going to talk about smart camper vans. After last week's video, we had loads of interest in our frost alerts, text alerts. So we thought we'd do a video explaining how smart our camper van is, how it actually does that and how it works, and the features it has on it. It has a system on it called My Auto Trail, which is fitted as standard to our van. There are some exclusions, which I'll talk about later. I'm going to tell you basically how it works, how you set it up and how you use it, and also if it's any good, what it does, what the practical uses are on it. So we'll start off by showing you exactly what it is, and we'll try and link it, put some web pages on the video so you can see what they do, and we'll also use tablet and phone to show you how it works. So first of all, what is My Auto Trail? So it's available on all 2021 Auto Trail models except the Expedition models. So it's on everything apart from the Expedition models. I'm reading this from the Auto Trail website, by the way. My Auto Trail is a portal where customers can manage and monitor the status of their motorhome remotely. Basically, it's got 3 features, hasn't it, that you probably have never seen before, but also
I would have no idea. So I'm learning along with everybody else here.
Most people, I mean a lot of people, especially YouTubers, like gadgets, cameras, technology and stuff. But a lot of motorhome owners like tech as well. So I think this is one of the best features. This is one of the things that made me want to buy the motorhome.
I mean, let's not pretend here. I just turn up.
There's a lot of different manufacturers that have different features. Swift, for example, have a Swift app. Auto Trail don't have an app, but it's all done online on a web page, which is very similar to an app, but I think it's really good. So 3 things it does as main features. It lets you receive a clear indication of your vehicle's current status, so you can check on it even if it's not physically with you, which is really useful if the vehicle's not on your drive, for example. You can also set it up to send SMS or email alerts about the status of your motorhome, which is where we got the text message from the frost alert on ours.
What other kind of alerts could you set up then?
Email alerts as well.
As in a frost alert, or what other?
I'll show you as we go through it on the webpage, but it's a very good question, thank you.
Just thinking, as a somebody that's not experienced this, that's the questions that come to mind.
When I get to that section, I'll put it on the screen because it's easy to see because there's quite a lot of choice. You can see them set up.
Okay.
I can't remember actually. So. Damn.
All the gear, no idea.
And the final one is you can check the location of your motorhome and see where it is. That's also useful because it's linked into Auto Trail Connect, which is a Thatcham Cat 7 approved tracker as well, which is also built into the van as standard. You have to subscribe to the tracker if you want that as a yearly subscription fee, which is currently £95. But it's very good. It's insurance approved or Thatcham Cat 7 approved, so really useful. Again, I'm reading that from the Auto Trail website. I'm not being fancy. So we'll talk you through how it works and I'll show you exactly what it does. So for filming, I'm using a tablet just so we can see it. So it's easy for Caroline to see as well, but you can actually use it on your mobile phone as well, or you can use it on a desktop. So you can access your van, you can see the controls and features straight from using the phone or the tablet or whatever you want to use. So some of the features it's got, once you go through the setup process, you go into the website, you register, use the build model code for your van or your motorhome.
Where'd you find that?
That's on your in paperwork when you buy the van. You set up using your email address, and it's actually run by Sargent. So you might be familiar with Sargent. They operate the motorhome electricity boxes and charging units and stuff. They also operate the My Auto Trail box as well. And how it works, it uses a mobile phone signal that's built into the box, and that transmits data obviously to a server, and you pick it up from your phone or from your tablet.
So do you need a SIM card?
No, it's built into it, and you get 3 years as standard as well on the new van the day you register it. So you get 3 years included. After that, it says you can buy more, but they're not released the pricing for that yet. So it's relatively new, but that's included in the van built in. Not to be confused with MiFi or Wi-Fi. It's just purely for My Auto Trail Connect. So some of the features on it, I'm going to have to hide some of this data on the screen that you're going to see, because obviously it's got our personal information on it. It's also got where the motorhome's located, which I don't really want to share. So
you're coming around here knocking on for a brew. No thanks.
But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll block some of that out so you can't quite see it all, but you'll get the gist of it. So basically, one of the first things you can do, you can log on and you can actually then download your levels. So this is really useful if you wanted to see the levels of your motorhomes. You wanted to see your electricity, your charge in your battery, or in your your vehicle battery or your leisure battery. You can see that. You can see how much water's in your water tank and how much is in your waste tank as well, again, which is really useful. So you can keep an eye on your battery, particularly useful if it's not on your drive, if it's at a storage compound or something like that. And you can just download that straight from the app. Any questions? Make sense? Somebody that's not used it before?
Yeah, well, when you said levels, I was going to say levels of what?
Yeah.
But then you've covered that, so...
Yeah, mostly your water and your battery levels, which is important. It also tells you the temperature as well, and that's some of the alerts you can set up.
Inside your house? Van?
Inside your van and outside your van as well, yeah. So it's very good. Useful for when you check your battery, particularly, especially when it's winter.
So if I go away on my own and take the van,
yes,
you'll know exactly where I am and how I'm looking after it.
That's not a levels check, but that's the next part, you're right, yeah. I know how you're looking after it, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the next features you've got on it is where it is. You can see from just clicking onto the app, it'll show you a map. It updates, I think, every 6 hours. It checks the motorhome. You can do it manually and check at any point, but it automatically sends it every 6 hours, and it shows where the motorhome's parked. Pinpoint accuracy as well. It's showing us exactly where it's parked on our drive, and it uses again not only GSM mobile network but also GPS as well. So useful for obviously the tracking device. So as you quite rightly said, you can see exactly where the van is at any time.
Well, you'd only get 6 hours away, wouldn't you?
Well, no, that's a slightly different thing, because if the van moves with somebody without the key and triggers it, that will trigger the tracker automatically.
Oh, okay.
So if it doesn't wait 6 hours, as soon as it detects the van moving away from the area it's located in without the key, automatically triggers the tracker, and it works.
Oh, it's bloody clever, isn't it?
It is. I tested it by mistake, but yeah, it does work, and they ring you straight away.
Wow.
Sorry, Mollie's just reappeared. She just wandered past the camera and knocked it over, so she's just under here now at the moment. So the final part to the features are the remote control settings on it. So basically, you can control the campervan remotely using the device. Really useful for power. So when we first got the van, I used to go out for the day, leave the power and the water pump on by mistake and forget about them. I'd be panicking something would go wrong. It never did, but it was just always worrying me for the rest of the day.
It just worries, that kind of thing. He's the person that goes back to check the front door's locked 5 times, before you can leave.
Absolutely,
that kind of thing.
Yeah. So the good thing with that is you can control the power to the van remotely from using the device. Log into the website, just click on power and it'll turn it on or off for you, which is really useful. Something else it's got, you can also control the lights as well. So if you imagine you're parked on a CL and you've gone out for a walk or...
For the pub, for your tea.
For the pub, yes, very good idea. In fact, we should reconstruct that. That's a very good idea. Pub. Back in 1 second. Sorry, so I'm back. So we'll do that reconstruction again and pretend that we're actually in a pub having our evening meal. It's pitch black. We're staying on a campsite just outside. There's no lights on, so we've been to the pub. Just to make it realistic, obviously we need some drinks. So
Cheers.
Caroline has a gin. Gin?
Yes, it's not Tizer. I should have just said it's like Iron Brew or something, shouldn't I? Blood orange gin and tonic if you're interested. Very tasty.
And as we're not away this week, I have currently from our local brewery, I have a selection of beers. I've got Cheshire Cat. These are from Wheatwood Ales. This is one of the best beers I've ever tasted and just happens to be local.
He likes them so much he bought the jumper.
I bought the jumper, yeah. Yeah, really, really nice. Cheshire Cat is very famous in Cheshire, which is good. I've also got Revelry, which is a golden ale, really nice as well. It's quite a strong one, 5%, but really nice as well. I'm hoping that comes out on camera, you can see it. And a relatively new one they've got, which is Jester IPA, which again is a really nice, it's quite really fruity, it's got a grapefruit flavour to it, it's quite a nice beer. So we'll reconstruct that back in the pub. Pub. Cheers, cheers, cheers. So the great thing is, with the app, you can then sit in the pub and turn on the lights to your van, both on the outside, the awning light on the outside, and you can also turn the inside lights on as well. So really useful if you've got pets or if you've got CCTV and someone's wandering around your van, you can turn the lights on remotely.
So could you switch our lights off?
I can, yeah.
No.
Switch them off now, yeah.
Ready for the demonstration. Let's see how this works.
Right. Okay, you ready? This is the test. So the van control panel to turn these lights off is at the front of the van. We're both sat here. There's nobody in the van. It's on the app, which I'm about to press. So let's turn the lights off and see if it works. Perfect.
Ooh, we've gone.
Yeah. Can I turn them back on? Hang on. Back in once. There we go. Perfect. Yeah.
There we go. Works. Proof.
All done from the app, and obviously you can do the awning light as well on there too, which is really good. And you can also dim lights. So you don't have that facility on our camper van, but on some they have the ability to dim lights as well. So on motorhomes they've got that as well. It's a new feature. Auto keep adding, or Sergeant keep adding new features to this all the time. But I say it's really useful for that, isn't it?
So when they add a new feature,
yeah,
does your van automatically have that feature?
No. So some of the features on the app or on the website, sorry, are not for every single van. So they update it because obviously it's the same one for every van.
Okay.
It's the same, no matter it's the same system for every customer that uses it. But some features are available on your van, some are not. And it's also got the ability to obviously then download the history for your van as well. So you can download your levels and keep that on file and record as well. But really useful feature. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow.
Summary: check your levels. You can obviously see where your vehicle is, which is really useful if you want to keep checking it all the time, especially if it's in storage. And the final point is remote control settings. So a bit like at home with smart lights, you can turn the lights on and off, and turn the power off to the van. The lights on inside the van and also on the outside for the awning light too, which we'll show in a second because it's dark.
Genius.
So is it worth it? What do you think?
Yeah, I think for somebody like you who likes to know these things and check, definitely the one where you can switch it off remotely, because we do always do that. And as you know, we like to walk everywhere, so we will end up walking out for an hour and then be like, oh, did we switch the pump off, or have we left the power on? So that's a really good feature, isn't it, to like that one? And then, coming back to it in the dark.
I think so. Yeah, and also the van's not an electric hookup. This is all done on battery, so there's no hookup on at the moment. So if you're wild camping and you want to put the lights on, or if you were, like I say, in a pub and it's a really dark lane, you're sitting on a CL with no lights or something like that, you can just turn it on. It just helps you find your camper van. Or if you're at a festival and you've no idea where you've parked, you've had too many gins, then you can find your camper van, putting the lights on. So we hope you found that video useful. We've enjoyed making it because we got a drink, obviously, which is really good
cheap
as well.
Excuse to have a drink midweek.
We are off tomorrow on another adventure, and we will post some pictures of where we are. It's quite exciting, onto our social media, so you don't have to wait for when the video comes out, but you'll be able to go onto our social media and to see that. And also, coming up soon, you might have spotted these new very nice headrests we've got on the van.
We're very much enjoying these.
So we've got a review coming on them once we've used the van, so we'll share that with you and show how they work, and also where you can get them from. So they're very good. We're very excited. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on next week's video.
Yep, see you soon.
Bye.
Posing now.
Mollie, do you like the camper van? Do you want to go away? Where are we going? Mollie can't come. Camper van trip without Mollie.
Oh,
what are we going to do?
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't sulk.